I like when I'm serious. Like it's freaking huge, man.
Good.
Okay. I'll give it a few seconds to get people in the chat. One sec. Let me restart. Make sure I'm live. Obviously, I have my laptop. I've got all the big guns out. I think we should be live. I think. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So I'm gonna actually just go through and read this entire thing. It says big. So everyone in chat, what we're gonna be doing a live discussion. I'm gonna be reading it. You can see it, and then we're gonna see if this fixes Destiny 2. I have Jay-Z with me. You guys all know him.
Sup?
Boom. All right. So we're gonna go through this. So. Hey everyone, with Destiny 2's console and PC launches behind us, we want to take some time to talk with you about Destiny 2, specifically where it is at today and where it is going. Our team has been reading feedback and working on updates to improve the game. We have also been reading some tough criticism about our lack of communication, and we agree that we need to be more open. That's a good one. That's one point for Bungie. Going forward, Destiny's 2 post-launch game systems, features, and updates are being designed specifically to focus and support players who want Destiny to be their hobby, the game they return to, and a game where friendships are made. Point 2 for Bungie! That sounds like farming to me, Jay-Z. What about you?
Yeah.
That sounds good?
Hopefully.
Okay, one sec. I gotta pop out chat. I gotta pop out chat so I can read it, because chat's limited exclusively to my laptop for this one. So, okay. We want Destiny to be a game that fits into your life, providing you with reasons to log in and play with your friends, clans, and family. We want Destiny to be a world that you want to be a part of. A month ago, we published a list of improvements on the blog. Today, we're going to revisit that list and update its status and share some of the work the team is readying for December, January, and beyond. I know it's frustrating when there isn't enough of a dialogue with the development team. You have our commitment that we're going to do a better job going forward. Luke Smith and Christopher Barrett. See, there's my man, Christopher Barrett. And Luke Smith's pretty cool, but you get Chris Barrett involved and you know shit's going to happen. So that's awesome. Okay, everyone in chat saying just fix the game. I'm literally reading how they're fixing the game right here. You can see it on screen. Stop freaking out, guys. So upcoming updates overview. So new systems and rewards to give our most engaged players additional optional pursuits, including a new weapon tier, Masterworks, which will feature stat trackers, random rerollable stat bonus, unique item tooltips, and item detail screens. See the December update detail section below for more info. Holy crap! Masterworks. So we're going to read more about this. All right. Improved vendor rewards, adding ways for people to purchase items directly with their legendary shards and tokens. And see the December update thing. Adding armor ornaments that grant visual permutations to armor as players complete specific challenges.
Nice.
Bungie. What's everyone thinking here? Yeah, random rolls somewhat. It says random rerollable stat bonuses. Right there. And it seems like that will only be on the Masterworks tier, which means that the people who put the most time into the game will have the option to get some random rolls on these weapons, which, JC, if you remember, is the exact thing that you and I said before the game came out. So,
yeah,
that's pretty good. All right. Better incentives for players who complete challenging prestige activities. We're targeting a January update to provide better incentives to complete prestige activities. That's an easy one. They should have done that from the beginning, but it's great that they're acknowledging it and fixing it. Better rewards and replay value for strikes, adventures, and lost sectors. In December, we will be introducing heroic strike playlists and more generous strike rewards. Rewards for adventures and lost sectors are still on our radar, but will not be delivered for our December updates. Now, that, they could have... I'm glad they're being open about what is not going to be coming. They could just sweep it underneath the rug, but they're acknowledging that something needs to change, and they're saying, we're not going to be doing that just yet. That's a huge step in the right direction. I still want my strike-specific rewards, but we'll get them. Oh, someone said private matches. No spoilers! Chat, what are you doing? The next one. Private matches for the Crucible. Still targeting early 2018 and expect to have better insight into the exact timing in the new year. We are also moving ranked PvP to the top of our priority list for next year to support the competitive community. That's pretty cool as well. That's really cool as well. Let's see. Chat. VIP Blitz. Hey, it's better than fixed rolls. Absolutely. Masterworks. Do you think I want it to be red? Whenever I see that, I think of a red tier. Do you think it'll be red, JC? What color? I hope it's red. I hope
so. Well, I don't know why in Destiny 1 they didn't have a ranked PvP mode. So they've needed that since Halo. That was the whole reason to keep grinding Halo. You know, the Halo games was the ranked PvP. Like, what level are you? You know, so that's exciting.
Right. People in chat also let me know, how are Jay-Z's audio levels? We're trying a new audio configuration here. So is he too loud? Is he too quiet? Let me know in chat. We're going to keep going. Man, that Masterworks has me hella excited, though. Okay.
Yeah. What? Did they haven't said anything about armor yet?
Not yet. I have, dude. Okay. Don't you worry. I am not even a fourth down the page yet. All right.
Okay.
Crucible tuning, like adjusted supremacy scoring and better spawning rules. In December, we will introduce additional updates and bug fixes intended to improve these areas of the Crucible. That's pretty good. Better incentives for completing Crucible matches and penalties for quitting competitive games. So a quitter penalty. I'm just all over I'm so excited right now. I'm all over the place. A quitter penalty system is currently in development, and you can expect an update on the deployment of the system in the new year. Being honest, again, I like that. Continued improvements on Iron Banner and faction rallies, including uniqueness of rewards. I like that. The next Iron Banner and faction rally will introduce improvements in both of these areas. See the December update details section for more below. So it looks like we have a huge section below for that. Changes to the mod economy, more interesting and impactful. The Gunsmith will have some updates to how mods are acquired, and we are exploring more updates to the system in the new year. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay. Ongoing improvements to exotics, including adjustments to reduced instances of duplication. Bungie, you win. You win the game right there. We plan to tune underperforming exotics and will continue to make targeted updates and improvements. Duplication protection will be added for exotics in the new year. Hopefully that applies to not only exotics, but some legendaries as well. Just because, you know, especially like with faction rallies and Iron Banner, you know, I've gotten like 50 freaking like Time-Worn Spires. So hopefully we see some of the tuning there too. There's more to read though, so maybe. New ways to spend surplus currency and materials. Looking at you, Legendary Shards. Players will be able to spend tokens and Legendary Shards on vendor inventory, and Xur will have new items as well. That's pretty awesome. An emote interface that allows players to equip salty, spicy ramen 6-shooter and flip out all at the same time. Emote interface improvements are on the list, and you can expect an update on the development of the system in the new year. So once again, working on it, that's pretty good. We will continue to... Oh, shoot. My controller's vibrating. I'm being shot in-game. They can't see it, but I have the game up, and I'm being shot. We will continue... That's kind of embarrassing, I guess. We will continue to revisit, and update this list in the weeks and months ahead of you to keep you up to speed on what we are working on. Below, you will find more specific detail about each of the features and updates you can expect to land in December. Update the list in weeks and months. If we get a list like this once every month, I'll lose my mind. That's what I've been asking for forever, man. Has anyone got the link? Yeah, actually, I can post. Give me a sec. Oh, someone's car alarm's going off outside too. Yeah, give me a second, guys. I'll post the link in the chat for you if you want to read it. Here you go. There you go. I want to be able to buy faction weapon packages like in Destiny 1. Well, it sounds like you'll be able to buy some stuff here. So, okay. So here's what is coming in the December update. There are 4 key areas that we are targeting for improvements in December. Some of these updates will arrive with the December 5th update, and some additional updates will be included in a patch that will be deployed the following week on December 12th. Both updates combined include improvements set against the following goals. Deeper rewards for advanced players, provide more player control after obtaining these rewards, make shards more useful by adding things to use them for, and provide general quality fixes wherever possible. the following changes, blah, blah, blah. So the first one, this is a preview of stuff. The first one, Masterworks. Oh, it actually looks like you can Masterworks a weapon. It's normal weapons. It's not even... So, like, right here on screen, Jay-Z, I don't know if you're watching the stream.
I'm not.
They're showing a Uriel's gift.
Okay.
And so you can click to Masterworks it, and it looks like you can choose different things to Masterworks. People in chat, look, they have 2 right there. Or it actually looks like they have 3 there. This weapon generates orbs on multi-kills and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it.
Okay.
Oh, son. That's awesome. That's fantastic. And yeah, there's a couple more there. It looks like there's a Crucible one there. You can see how many enemies are defeated on the kill card there. That's awesome. That's what I want right there. And yeah, it's in the tooltips how many enemies you have killed with it, which is really cool. December 12th, legendary weapons will drop as or be upgraded to become Masterworks versions. Masterworks will have a few advantages over the baseline legendary weapons. They will track and display the number of kills with a choice between total count or Crucible only count. Generate orbs for you and your allies on multi-kills, and add weapon stat bonuses that are selected randomly from a small pool and are re-rollable. Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above 250 power. Unwanted Masterworks can be dismantled into materials that can upgrade existing legendary weapons into a Masterwork.
Okay.
That's awesome. That is fantastic.
So are these only dropping at specific events, or is there just a chance of these dropping right?
It says all we see is Masterworks drop from any source of legendary weapons for characters above
So it's just like a...
I think it's a random chance.
Which is awesome. That's great. I like that.
Raid and Trials of the 9 weapons will have a very high chance to be Masterworks. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it is a chance. We have future plans to extend Masterworks to other gear and expose your kill counts in more places, e.g. the Crucible kill screen. So there you go. That right there is my #1 change for this. It makes the weapons more, you can utilize them, you get more stats for them. It shows how many things you've killed with them. You get additional orb generation. That's awesome. That's fantastic. People in chat, let me know what you think about that. That's pretty big. I think most of you guys are gonna love that, right? Let me know. Let me know in chat. Any Crucible patches? Yeah, I just read them. Scroll back in the video. You can hit the little bar and go back. It's awesome, guys. It's awesome. Okay, we're gonna keep going. So this Masterworks, Jay-Z, that's all game changing for me. That's really exciting. The next one, armor ornaments. December 5th, armor ornaments will be added to some existing armor sets for more visual customization without losing your shaders or mods. That's pretty cool. These ornaments will be unlocked by completing objectives specific to each set and are permanently unlocked account-wide, just like exotic weapon ornaments. They will be applied to base pieces that you may have already collected and now can unlock on vendors if not. So in Season 2, the following sets have ornaments unlocked in their respective activities. Vanguard Faction, Crucible Faction, Trials of the 9, Iron Banner, all 3 of our factions, Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, Future War Cult, and Eater of the World's Raid Layer armor. So we'll get a new raid armor set, and that will also have a set of ornaments, which I'm guessing will correlate to that prestige mode. Yeah, let's see. So it shows us an example of this, Jay-Z. I know you're not watching. So it says Iron Pledge ornament. When Iron Banner matches during Season 2 to earn this ornament, it is unlocked to the Iron Triage, Cask Helmet, and Hood. So you have to win 25 matches and you get a new ornament. That's actually really cool. That's pretty awesome.
I like that.
Oh yeah, you can now buy stuff directly from the vendors. So December 12th, faction armor and weapons will be unlocked for purchasing for legendary shards and faction tokens on most faction vendors. All 5 armor slots will always be all 5 armor slots will always be present. I'm so excited. I'm bouncing all over the place. That's probably really annoying. I apologize, but I'm really excited. And weapons will rotate weekly on factions that have them. Slots will be unlocked by claiming reward engrams from their respective faction, and you will get credit for engrams you may have already claimed since launch. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you can buy the cloak from Shaxx for 15 legendary shards and 10 crucible tokens. That's pretty sick. That's pretty awesome. People are saying 3 of coins are back. You better be lying. Oh my goodness, 3 of coins are back.
Ah.
Oh no! You had 1 job. Let's see. Let's not freak out. They're legendary instead of blue. They might do something different. Let's read. December 12th, Xur has some new offerings for players collecting exotics. Every week, you will be able to acquire one of the new faded engrams using legendary shards that will decrypt as exotics that aren't already in your collection. You get 1 guaranteed brand new exotic per week from Xur now. And it looks like it's 97 legendary shards. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
That's not bad. I like that. Every week, I already read that. A simpler 3 of coins that boosts exotic drop rates from any source for 4 hours. No obscure stacking mechanisms or need to reapply before every boss. These cost legendary shards, and you can have as many as you like. So they don't stack for 4. It's just like a fire team medallion. You know, those increase your drop rates. Looks like these do too. And there's a video for me to make. How good is that? That happens December 12th. I like that. That's not bad. As long as it's not the old 3 of coins. I like that a lot better. Well, yeah.
You mean on the Taken King where I had every exotic within the first day because I farmed that.
Exactly that. One sec. I'm gonna look in chat real quick. Zessia. So how many weapons will be able to obtain a rank of masterwork? It looks like most legendary weapons in the game. That's at least the impression I got. Felipe, I've been playing Destiny since Destiny 1 Year 1, and it's very sad for me to say that this game is over unless Bungie stops grinding for money and starts listening to the players. Someone needs to go to the link I posted in chat and read this, or watch what we're saying, because they're very obviously listening to us. Any word on reforging perks and stats? Sort of. Just rewind. There's a thing. We'll go back and talk about it in a second. Called Masterwork Weapons. It's a brand new tier of Legendary. I still wish it was red, Jay-Z, but it's not. But it would be cool. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to keep going. General investment is the next area that we are on. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, general investment. Banshee has some updates on the weapon and armor mod front. For players wanting to clear some mod inventory space, rare quality mods will dismantle into gunsmith materials and have a chance to produce legendary quality mod components. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
For players chasing specific legendary mods, Banshee will offer a selection of specific legendary mods for direct purchase with a selection that will rotate daily and cost legendary shards and mod components. Looks like they cost 5 mod components and 10 legendary shards, and that includes kinetic damage as well. That's pretty good. What they have done here, they've taken out the RNG for all the places in the game that there really should not be RNG. I like that a lot. And they're adding RNG to places where there should be, with things like the Masterworks and having to upgrade weapons if you want to grind. Well, good on you, Bungie. I mean, there's still a lot. There's probably still like a quarter of the page for me to read, but we're going to keep going down. December 5th, for players chasing a World Legendary or looking for Masterworks. What's a World Legendary? That must be like
specific legendaries on each planet, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Master Rahul will sell some of his rumored hoard of legendary engrams for legendary shards. So it looks like you can grind out Masterwork weapons for legendary shards from him. So that's pretty cool. December 12th, Commander Zavala and Lord Shaxx will sell gift consumables for legendary shards that can be used during a Striker Crucible match that will serve the following functions. Grant bonus rewards to everyone in that activity upon completion, friend or foe alike. That's actually insane. Award anything from faction tokens to a round of exotics for everyone in the match. You have a chance. Nice. You have a chance, if you're running one of these, that every single person in the match, all 12, or all 8 now, it's 8, not 12. All 8 people get an exotic. That's actually pretty crazy. That's not bad. I like that. Let's keep going. December 12th, exploit safeguards on chest and resource nodes are greatly relaxed and players should encounter them less frequently. Even if they do, drop rates for tokens are only reduced to 30% instead of 0%, and Glimmer will be unaffected. We want to associate a visual indicator with this in a future update, but we weren't able to pull that off in this update, but we hear you. So that means chest cooldowns and resource cooldowns are gone. So you will be able to open as many chests. Well, they're mostly gone. And even when they're not, it just gets nerfed to 30% instead of 0%. So you'll be able to kind of know when you've hit it. But it says they were greatly relaxed, which makes me think that they're essentially gone.
Yeah, I never understood why it was still in the game to begin with, because you couldn't really farm resources like you could in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2.
Right.
Because you had to... Yeah, so, like, that's great. I like that.
December 12th, vendors will now beckon you to hand in your reputation tokens only when you are carrying enough to earn a reward engram. So they will only flash when you have enough, which is awesome because that's hella annoying.
Yeah, because you keep... Well, I mean, especially when we were new players, we kept thinking, what's this mission that we have over
yeah,
here?
we were... and then when we kind of found out that it was the stuff, I was like, where? I totally had enough to rank up. It was flashing. Where's my stuff?
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. December 5th, changes affecting reputation tokens. Daily challenges will have reputation token awards increased across the board. That's good. Cage treasure chests will still offer variable rewards, but now guarantee a payout of destination-appropriate reputation tokens. Meh. Strikes will now drop more Vanguard reputation tokens. Common quality destination resource tokens will have their drop rate increased to 100%, and values per token increase as well by 50% for common quality tokens and 250% for rare quality tokens. So if you guys don't know, those right there, I believe they're talking about like data lattice, dusk shards, that type of thing. They will now be worth 50% more for regular and 250 for the blue ones that you sometimes get. I might even have one. Oh, you guys can't see my gameplay. Never mind. Actually, yeah, you can. One sec. So, like, on stream, the blue ones, these will be worth 250% more, and the green ones will be worth 50% more. So that's pretty cool.
They should, yeah, because that should have been, like, your tokens were worth, like, 15 times more.
Yeah.
And, like, why pick up resources when they're worth literally nothing? So.
Exactly. And the drop rates increased 100%, so now you'll even get double of them whenever you pick them up, which is pretty cool. On the balance, reputation required per engram will increase for destination factions 37% and for the gunsmith 50%. That's fine. That's nothing. That's not huge. Leviathan raid tokens will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. I don't know what that means. Will be redeemed at Benedict immediately upon obtaining a token instead of requiring a full clear before unlocking. So I think that as soon as you get one token, Benedict will appear in the tower instead of requiring you to complete the entire raid the first time. That's what it looks like to me, or that's what it sounds like to me, rather.
I didn't know that was a thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We're raiders, so yeah.
Yeah.
With the launch of the Curse of Osiris and the beginning of Season 2, you can expect to see a full suite of patch notes that will document all of the changes outlined above, as well as additional gameplay and sandbox tuning changes the team is making to improve Destiny 2. We will also soon be providing preload and launch day details, as well as a roadmap for our Season 2 content, which includes the dawning in mid-December. That's pretty cool. Oh, now there's a whole thing on XP mechanics as well. So those are all the huge changes. I'm going to go back and read some community stuff real quick. Yeah, makes exotics even easier to find. Yeah, Rich. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I play a hell ton. I'm still missing a couple exotics. But I would rather them do something like this with the new 3 of coins than the old 3 of coins where it was hella easy to get exotics. I like this. A general buff. Let's see. Rich, the masterwork kind of worries me. Sounds just like a higher tier of legendaries. Well, that's exactly what it is. And it's to award players that play the game more. So it allows you to farm for these things if you were the type of player that likes to farm for stuff, that likes to play the game more. So players like Jay-Z and I, who are literally begging Bungie to add things that we can farm for, now we can get higher tier legendaries with extra additional things that don't affect gameplay too much. But, you know, now we'll have additional orbs during raids because we'll get our multi-kills. And we'll be able to see how many kills we get with our favorite weapons. And new stat increases and stuff. I think that is an amazing change that that should have been in the game. at launch. But I'm glad that they're making it like now. You know, better late than never. This is amazing. This will really help the players that put their lives into Destiny. That sounds a little bit extreme, but that play it more than the normal person. So I like that a lot. That's nothing to be worried about. That's something to be excited about.
Yeah, that was something that I was looking for more than probably you or other people, because you know, obviously. So
yeah, I agree. I think it's a great change. I'm excited. I can't even read a sentence. I'm so excited. So I think that's pretty telling. Vegan asks, the real question is, this is actually a very good question. Is this enough or a cheap attempt to keep the players? If you ask me, personally, we'll get to Jay-Z in a second. This seems very thought out. This seems very in-depth. And you have to think these aren't easy, like simple changes that they can go in and switch a value, like increase XP gains or something. For these things up here, like with the vendors, they're quite literally having to add new systems. They're having to add, I mean, they had to add a new consumable, the 3 of Coins. They're adding new things to vendors, vendor pages. This seems like, I mean, this masterwork thing alone, that would have taken an extreme amount of work that if you're EA or Ubisoft, just to call out two, you know, companies that traditionally don't really care about their player bases as much. I feel like Bungie put in, this shows Bungie actually put in actual work to do these changes. This is a very, very detailed list of changes that they're making. This is, I mean, and then you go to the places where they say, we're not making these changes yet. We know that you want them and we're working on them. You can probably expect them sometime early 2018. I think this is Bungie's genuine attempt to you know, improve the game and satisfy us. And I just noticed actually the card for masterwork weapons, instead of just being purple, one sec, let's see if I can get a legendary weapon on the screen. This is actually really cool. So instead of being purple, like this card on stream, guys, right there, whenever you have a masterworks weapon, it's got a gold lace on it on the top, which is really awesome. See, I'll compare it one more time. So see, just flat purple to like a gold lace. That's really awesome. So you'll be able to, there's a visual indicator if your weapon is a master or a masterwork weapon, which is pretty cool. So yes, I think that this is Bungie's legitimate attempts, because like I said, it's not like they're not switching a couple of numbers to save face or removing a system like EA did with Battlefront 2. They're quite literally putting resources into making additional things. So I like this. I like this a lot. The true test to see how this works and how they are really care is if they continue to give us updates on this stuff. They said that they're going to be updating this list weekly or monthly. I fully expect now a brand new version of this list every single month. I think that'll show that they care a lot, and I think that we'll get one. I'm pretty excited for the future, because I was kind of like, within the last couple of days, I'm kind of like on the edge, like, is Bungie, like, is there a lot of miscommunication within their studio? I know they have a giant team. Is there something that makes it so they can't efficiently and effectively do their jobs, or am I missing something? And it seems like this is really organized. They kind of got their act together. They know what we as a customer base expect from them. And now we as a customer base have a full list of what they expect from themselves, which is pretty cool. What do you think, Jay-Z? Do you think this is an actual attempt, or do you think it's like cover-up like EA and Battlefront 2?
So I think it's an attempt. I think that they realized pretty quickly that there wasn't, like, there's an end game, but it's not super deep. Like, Destiny 1 had a deeper end game, even year one, with the random rolls and things like that. So they're trying to come up with something to give the players like you and I something to grind for, while still giving, like, they're trying to make it as accessible as possible. That's been their goal since day one. That they've, you know, said that since day one. So did they say anything about random rolls on armor, or are they all set rolls again? Did you see anything in there about because I didn't hear anything about that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's all set rules. To go back and rework that system entirely, I think would take a lot longer than a month.
Yeah, you know? but I think that that's something that they really need to look into, especially with upcoming raids. Like, you want armor that is specific to, if anything, if they don't change any of the other armor pieces, change the raid pieces.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't mentioned that, but they did say make prestigious raids more rewarding. And I can't think of another way to make a raid more rewarding than to add things that make it easier to do that raid next time.
Yeah, weapons and armor that helps you in the raid, hopefully. Yeah. I'm really excited about the weapons, the re-rolling weapons, but it takes maybe special resources, I'm guessing, not just like, what was it before, Motes of Light? That you could re-roll weapons?
To re-roll weapon parts and Motes of Light, yes, yeah.
Okay, so... but it's not every weapon, it's just the special ones, right?
The legendaries, yeah. And I don't think it doesn't look like you can re-roll the perks, all of them. It says re-rollable stat increases, so I'm guessing that you'll have like a 10% range increase that you can re-roll to maybe make impact or maybe fire rate or reload speed. And that's what I think that is the safest way to do it. Actually, yeah, masterwork weapon 10 reload speed. That's what it says on the card that they gave us in the stream. I didn't even notice that earlier.
Okay, so that's good.
I like that because it gives you a slight advantage for playing more. Yes. But it's nothing like, oh my gosh, that guy has a better grasp of Malak than me. It's that guy plays more of the game, so he has a tiny advantage, and I like that a lot. And especially in things like PvE, those tiny advantages, having a slightly faster reload rate or fire rate or impact, that will make a world of a difference, especially on things like raid weapons. So I like that. And my favorite thing with that is they made it, I got really worried when they're like, you know, you have chances to get these, but when they said that you can dismantle new ones to get parts to make your old ones masterwork weapons as well. Brilliant, because I have my setup on every character. Now I can just make my Nameless Midnight Masterworks, and I don't have to worry about anything. I'll go to Rahul that first day. I'll grind out. I'll just hit a bunch of legendary shards. I'll get some Masterworks. I'll delete them, make all my gear set up Masterworks, and then there's that. And we also saw a lot of things like retroactively, like the Crucible engrams. It will see how many that we've cashed in since the beginning and reward us for that as well. Which is pretty cool. So they're working to make sure that the 3 months of progress that we've done so far isn't erased, and I like that a lot. I like that quite a bit. Yeah.
I agree. So the other thing that I was really looking into is, I know that they said they changed the mod economy and how that works, but did it say added mods for weapons or armor at all?
It did say something like that. Did say something like that. We'll have a chance. So it doesn't look like they're doing anything right now, but they did mention something up above. I think right here. Mod economy. The gunsmith will have some updates to how mods are acquired, and then the next one, we are exploring more updates to the system in the new year. So they're looking to make more and how they function in higher levels. I imagine, which is good. You know, I don't expect them 3 months after a game comes out. I don't expect them to have taken every piece of feedback that we have given them and then immediately turn around and make huge changes to how their game works, the fundamental systems. So as long as they are acknowledging that we want to change and that they are acknowledging that they are going to change it, I like that. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's their biggest, because that was their end game for the vanilla game, was modding, and there really wasn't much of an end game as far as that goes, because it wasn't too in depth. So like, hopefully they can go more in depth with that. That's my hope for the mod system going forward. So we'll see.
We got also Forcer in chat just pointed out to me right now. Zur is showing a new pair of exotic boots for the Curse of Osiris for the Hunter, and I don't know what, I mean, they just look like baggy pants, but they have the Osiris logo in the corner. So that's how, like in Destiny 1, how it was like a Roman numeral 1 for Courtesan and 2 for House of Wolves. For this one, it is going to have Eye of Osiris. Pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. We still have some stuff. Where is this online? It's on the Bungie website. You should be able to see the link up above, Luca. You should be able to find it. let's see.
They didn't say anything about vault space either, did they?
Not yet. But we still have 2 sections. Even that's a good point. I was really happy with this, Jay-Z. Thanks for beating me down. We'll see. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I've got to come up with my criticisms.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. If they miss one thing in this, like maybe they're thinking about it, but they didn't put it on the list. Like I'm kind of cool. Like there's no way they're not thinking about improving the vault system, right? That's been one of our main complaints since the very beginning of Destiny. There's no way they just forgot about it.
Well, and I mean, it being next gen only, that shouldn't be as big of an issue, and it still seems like it's an issue as far as vault space goes. So, I'm sure they're doing something to remedy the situation. Hopefully, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see all these implemented and feel how the game is after that. I'm really excited for the Crucible system, though. I think that'll really keep. Like, we have some Crucible only people in the clan, and a lot of them, like, I got all the Trials of Osiris stuff in week 3. Like, I had everything and multiple of everything. So adding a ranked tier playlist for the hardcore mode is really gonna, I think, help Crucible a lot, especially keep those players that would get bored of it normally, just grinding out for that next rank. So I'm excited about that. I don't know how much I'll play that, but but just keeping people in the game is always a good thing. So
right. All right, new XP mechanics. Let's see what they have for us in store. Last weekend, we disabled a scaling mechanism that adjusted XP gains up and down without reflecting those adjustments in the UI. Our intention was to keep slower paced activities as rewarding as high intensity grinding without confusing variations in displayed XP values, but the silent nature of the mechanic betrayed the expectation of transparency that you have for Destiny 2. Yes, it did. That's good for acknowledging that, though. We were able to disable the system with a server-side change, but a new solution is now needed to rebalance XP in Destiny 2. We have begun that work and will continue to provide updates to you about timelines and specifics. The values coded into our website API are being updated today to reflect the removal of this scaling mechanism. In a future update, we intend to link these internal and display-only values together for greater consistency and to ensure that when changes are made, they are accurately reflected everywhere that we report them. So hopefully that means we'll have an on-screen indicator as well. We already see that the newly adjusted 160,000 XP per level value means that leveling is too slow for some activities, and we have begun the process of collecting data and recalibrating XP earn rates to improve them as quickly as possible. XP boosts, including both consumable items and passive bonuses like the well-rested bonus, were always applied to the system after and never resulted in early slowing of XP. They should be unchanged by the disabling of the system, and will continue to provide their stated increase in XP gain. Expect to see a lot of this conversation from our team on this front as XP rewards are updated and brought back in line with player expectations. Good to acknowledge that. And then the future, the last thing. Going forward, we plan to continue this dialogue as openly and frequently as possible. This will be an ongoing process, but one that we are committed to. This week, we will be publishing a new episode of the Bungie podcast where we will sound off on the current state of Destiny 2, how we think about our communication challenges, and what it takes to update the game in the wild. You will be able to listen to it both on Apple and Android devices. Hopefully that'll be a good episode too. Thank you for playing, for being passionate about Destiny 2 experiences, and for working with us as we look to continuously improve our game and studio communication. That's good, man. That's
yeah.
I think that is a solid attempt at really addressing community problems and where to go with them and their fixes and what they plan to do in the future. I like that a lot. I think that's good. All right. Yeah. Let's see, man. Anything about let's see. Vegan asks, nothing about weapon synths or lack of secret guns like Black Spindle, etc. Nothing on weapon synths. I'm sure. I feel like that's something that's a less important system that will be more on the focus once like replayability is kind of addressed. Personally, that's how I feel. And then lack of secret guns like Black Spindle. That just might be a change to how they're wanting to do it. You have to think like the Legend of Acrius is kind of like that, except it showed us the way, that's aggravating. I get it. I was aggravated by that too. I really want secret weapons, but if their goal is more accessibility to the common player, I feel like they're going to be doing that less and less. Hopefully I'm wrong. I want them to do secret stuff. Luke Smith on the Bungie podcast before has talked about how he loved doing that, how he acknowledges it's amazing for the community. Maybe they just wanted to get a base game out before they started doing really fun stuff. Notice that our first really, really crazy public event is coming with the Curse of Osiris. They didn't try anything crazy in the base game like that. So I think it's very similar to that. Get the base game, get the groundwork, and then add off crazy extremities to that. In my opinion, this is what they're going to be doing. Let's see, man. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much everything for this live stream. I think I'm gonna go make a recap video real quick. This is really, really exciting stuff, guys. I'm excited for the future of this. Thank you for coming out, sharing your thoughts, opinions. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Jay-Z, are we still going to do a last word this week, or since this was about the same length, you want to call this week's last word, or what?
We can call this the last word. I mean, it was pretty much probably everything.
It was going to be over this. So do we want to do another 40 minutes on the same stuff, or
I guess it's up to everybody else. I mean, you could probably post this as the last word.
Yeah, I'll just change the thumbnail, re-upload it. I'll get so much. I would never do that, by the way. But I would call me EA. Let's do it.
And if you donate, you get a special bonus package. That
if you donate, I'll upload it a third time with a third thumbnail. Man.
It's like a loot box thing. You click on it, opens up, and you get a thumbnail.
Oh goodness! Alrighty, well I'm gonna go make my my videos for people who were not watching this stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm very excited for the future of Destiny. I think this was a huge pivotal point in the life cycle of Destiny 2. I think they did an extremely good job of doing everything. There are some things that they did not acknowledge, like vault space. I'm sure they are thinking about it and maybe just forgot about it, or it's something they're looking to in the future. Like I said, there's no way they just are ignoring vault space. That's always been one of our main complaints, and that was one of their main things. Like, hey, we're getting rid of last-gen consoles. Now we can do this vault increase. So I'm sure it's something that just got put on the back burner. It'll be brought up forward, and I'm sure it'll be all fixed. But that is going to be this stream. So I'm really excited for the future of Destiny 2. We have less than a week until the Curse of Osiris. I can't wait to start producing awesome content for you guys. But until then, thank you for coming out and joining the stream. Thank you, Jay-Z, for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.